And here we go.
In 5, 4, 3.
Call to me, lands far away.
Elves have forests to protect.
We need to build a wall.
Dwarfs their mines. Men their fields of grain. But we Harfoots have each other.
For I must now wander this wandering day.
We're safe.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
No.
Put up your sword.
The enemy is still out there. The question now is where?
It is over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
Everyone! I am sorry, but their time has come.
The past is with us all. The past is dead. We either move forward or we die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Away I must wander this wandering day.
To him finally being lionized in the prime, and his prime. Fuck.
Do it!
Shit.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Luke went from being... Oh, no. Welcome, Slayer Nation. I have some great news for you today. I hope you're all doing great. Nope, that didn't work. One more.
You have failed me for the last time.
Welcome, Slayer Nation. I hope...
If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
That is eating away at what you love in order for it to shine. And one man's vision is... Sometimes you don't have to make things better for them to be great again. You merely have to Okay. Hollywood continues to slow boil the culture and crazy. Well, right now, Spider-Man actor Andrew Garfield has stepped up and he's fighting motherfucker.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
And unbearded dwarves, but Prime didn't stop there. They stapled in intersectionality, individuality, biddigadig-bee, biddigadig-boo.
So it begins.
At my signal, unleash hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, George the Giant Slayer.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Slayer Nation Live. It's so good to see you all. I'm your host, George Molo. It is Sunday, February 8th, 2026 in the year of our Lord. How are you all doing? It's insane. It's like every day things seem to be escalating. They get hotter, they get heavier, people get more reactive. They're not thinking long term anymore. So we have a lot to talk about. You're going to notice that today's like feel good part, the section that I always, put in the beginning where we laugh a little bit, look at some good news. It's going to be a little bit longer because we have a lot to tackle. I think today, not only going to be one of the funnest streams, but it's going to be one of the most important because so many people are not awake. I mean that seriously. We have the Super Bowl. Of course, you also have the TPUSA halftime show, so I hope you catch that at some point. Not the Bad Bunny, unless you're into Bad Bunny and that's your deal. Good luck. God bless. I mean, that's up to you. But we have a lot. HBO, there's a lot of news coming out about the Harry Potter series. We're going to talk about that. Plus, they're looking to do Baldurs Gate, the series. And it's going to be done by somebody you're not going to be too happy with. Got a whole host of movies and TV shows they have trailers for. We had the Grammys where you had Billie Eilish. You're going to do this on stolen land. You're like, honey, nothing was stolen. We won. We conquered it. We took it like every other nation on earth. Plus, you have everything going on in Minnesota, of course, which is what I really wanted to focus on for a little bit before we get into Hollywood. It's not about the celebs popping off at the mouth. It's the fact that I believe we have an active color revolution by agitators, which are kicking off. I mean, you had special forces operators, sergeants, captains who've come out and basically stated, see, there he goes. The second you start speaking the truth, what happens? The damn camera has a panic attack. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to look into their plans, what they're doing, how it's going, the way that they're organized. You're talking about this one gentleman from the Navy SEALs was stating they have a network that if they had that during Iraq, we wouldn't have been able to function properly. I mean, this is no joke. So let's just bring one out and get going. We got Paul Chato back. We also have Comix Division. Comix Division is here. Always a happy day to have you here, sir. And Paul.
Well, thank you. I like his posts on X.
Oh, yeah. His posts are always on target.
I don't think I posted anything crazy recently.
No,
I comment on a lot of your posts.
Well, now I feel jealous.
I can get a bit salty sometimes. So, yeah.
Salty's fine.
Yeah. Salty's a good thing. Salty is...
kosher salty is what I do.
Only kosher? Damn it.
Kosher salty. It's the best salt.
It is the best salt. Well, it is. I've tried. I went through a foodie phase, as a Greek, of course. And I got a gift once of a pack of like different salts from all over the world, like Himalayan pink salt, Hawaiian black volcanic salt. And I was like, come on, seriously? But there was a little bit of a difference. I ended up always going back to the Greek salt.
It's just these extra little flavors that they have. Salt is salt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I will tell you that Himalayan pink salt, it's different. Yes, it is salt.
Yes, it is. I find it too pungent.
Too pungent? Have you ever tried the Greek salt?
Not that I can recall.
Makes it Greek?
Greek, because it's from Greece, from Elas. I'm going to send you both some. After the show, you give me your address, I'm going to send you some. The only problem with Greek salt is that it's very, for lack of a better word, it's light.
Well, it is made from Greeks.
Yeah, Greece is heaven.
Well, I mean, who was it that turned people into pillars of salt? So you have like an unlimited supply of salt. Just what, Medusa?
I feel like that was like Sodom and Gomorrah, I think.
Both. Medusa turned them into salt.
Or stone.
Medusa turned them into stone.
I got to look it up. Who did the pillars?
You're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah with
Sodom and Gomorrah, and it was shoot, I'm totally blanking on the guy's name.
I'm looking this up on this thing called the internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lot. It was Lot.
In the Bible,
Lot.
God, the Lord, turned Lot's wife into a pillar of salt.
That is correct.
That is right. I saw it on God Body Cam. It's a great channel.
Haven't seen the God Body Cam.
Moses Body Cam.
Moses Body Cam.
Yeah.
Moses.
See, that would be a funny set of movies. Do shorts. Do small clips of absolutely the most famous events. Whatever. I mean, mythical, biblical. I mean, some people say
Cleopatra getting a Brazilian.
Yeah, and just do the body cam versions of them.
Oh, I like that.
That would be funny as hell.
That would be funny.
The last moments of Anthony and Cleopatra. That could be funny. You go. Yeah. No, I go. You go. No.
That's it. Or the guy who stabbed Caesar.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Ow, my back. Ow, what's that? Fuck. Ow.
Flips out a banana peel.
Achilles heel. You shot me there? Of all the places to shoot an arrow, you got me in the heel. Thanks a fucking lot there. Thank you.
You know what I'm gonna do? I was saving this for the end of the little No, it's perfect because you remind me. Last night, I don't know if anybody's gonna remember, but I growing up, my family used to sit around every Sunday night and watch Tim Conway.
Oh, on the Carol Burnett?
Carol Burnett. We don't have anybody like that anymore on television. I was like, I miss that type of show. Was it a variety show?
Variety show. Yeah.
I miss that. I really do because it was funny as hell. And so I went looking.
Oh, there's some funny stuff out there.
Oh yeah, I found one from Tim Conway that
with Carson.
No, not that. I found it. Where are you, you little bastard? And it was. Come on. Nope, not here. Nope, that's not it either. Where did you fucking disappear to? Ay. So he was doing the Fashion Police. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
he was doing.
I don't know that. I don't know if I know that one.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny. The thing is, well, I don't want to give it away. Okay, so he's doing Fashion Police, where he's dressed like a cop.
Oh, I see.
And of course, naturally, what do you think would happen? Real cops show up.
Real cops show up. That's funny.
Does he?
Police. Pardon me, sir. Hi.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. We're from the Fashion Police. You're traveling much too fast in your tennis shoes. So I'm going to just go on a 410. A lot of children in this area. There you go. No.
I would do it for those shorts.
Traffic. You're going to go right up to speed here?
No, tell me where to go. I don't want to get in hot water with you guys.
We're with the Fashion Police, and we're just wondering, is this your jacket?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have it registered? That jacket is registered?
This is about 9 years old.
9 years old?
Yeah, one of the while I was in Chicago. Why?
Oh, you did? Oh, then it's an out-of-state jacket? Okay, you're wearing an out-of-state jacket, see? And I'm sorry about that. We're going to have to give you a 411. You have the right to remain dressed. Anything you wear may be used against you. You also have the right to call a tailor. If you do not have a tailor, the court will appoint one for you. Do you understand your right?
You know, when you're doing this kind of thing, accidents can happen, and this is one of those accidents that did happen.
This is good. Now I'm going to get shot. Howdy, boys. How you doing?
What is this?
Pardon?
What is this?
You didn't get the memo?
No.
Fashion Police?
Yeah.
Checking fashions on this particular corner, trying to straighten out guys who are uncoordinated with outfits and things of this nature. You guys are perfectly coordinated here. Standing at a good stance, far enough apart.
Surely you jest.
No, sir. No, sir. Are you from Utah Police? Yeah, we're out-of-state police.
Oh, shit.
Any identification? Yes, we do. I'm Tim Conway. How are you? Now, I don't know whether you believe that or not.
It's real.
Does this look real?
Chicken down.
Hey, that really is Tim.
Are you serious?
He bailed. He said, this is
Actually,
getting hot.
from the film.
Yeah. It's just funny. We just don't have anything like that.
Well, I mean, one of the aspects of comedy is that when it works, it's entertainment. It's one of the things that I like watching the old movies with Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, and everything, where they use a skill to entertain. One of the things that I find in modern movies is that they lack entertainment. That's a hard thing to quantify. Yeah, you might like the movie, but when you see a movie like one of those old style, movies where you actually see someone with a skill, we don't see actors showing off a skill that in of itself makes it entertaining. Pardon me?
Yeah, I mean, because you used to have actors that could sing, dance, play an instrument, as well as act, and you don't have that anymore.
Well, you have Wolverine; he can do it.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, that's why I always look to when British television isn't woke. Every actor, it's just, you can tell. I mean, they are leaps and bounds ahead of American actors. I mean, the craft, it's a craft to them. You could just see it, you feel it. Each character they play.
But I also think they have fun with it. There's the old story with Laurence Olivier doing Boys in Brazil with Dustin Hoffman. Do you know that
Marathon Man. You're talking about Marathon Man.
Yeah, you know that story?
Yeah.
Comics, you know the story?
No, actually I don't.
So Dustin Hoffman, at the height of his arrogance, he's better now, but he was playing a role where he had to be exhausted, and so he proudly announced to Laurence Olivier, of all people, that he stayed up all night and ran, I don't know, several tens of miles.
Yeah.
And he hasn't eaten, and he's exhausted, and he's prepared for the role. And Laurence Olivier said, well, that's not acting.
No, it's not.
Like, why don't you learn to act?
Yeah, so I mean, it's such a great line.
But it's true.
Yeah. Anyways,
he was
the guy who wants our coffee maker is
no problem.
Here. I'll be right back.
No problem. Cool. Yeah, that was a beautiful thing. Is because Hoffman had just run himself into exhaustion when he showed up on set.
I mean, it's kind of funny. I mean, I guess you could say that's kind of method, but it's like, if you're actually a talented actor worth your salt, you could pretend to be tired, right? Because you know what it's like to be tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
And obviously drawing upon that experience, and that's like one of the things that actors used to do, is that you draw upon internally some kind of emotion that you need to invoke for that scene, like whether it's sadness or happiness, whatnot. You can draw upon memories within your life of like, I'm supposed to be sad, so I'm going to go and use like this awful thing that happened in my past, draw upon that emotionally to convey it on screen, and and that's acting. But yeah, you don't see that a whole lot anymore, which is unfortunate.
No, it isn't. I mean, when was the last time we actually had a real method? Well, I don't know if you call him that, but what's his name? The guy who's a singer and an actor who played the Joker, Leto.
I was going to say Jared Leto.
Yeah,
he is a bit of a method actor.
I used to have, you've had several before, except, I don't know, sometimes they seem to be a little crazy. Brando, I think, was the first one for Scream, was the method.
I try to remember if, like, would you classify William Dafoe as method actor? Because, like,
I used to, but I think William Dafoe is just William Dafoe. I think he's
one of the best roles that he did was that he played Carl Schreck in Shadow of the Vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, it's Carl Schreck, who's actually a vampire in the movie. And he is just fantastic in that role. He really isn't playing himself in that.
Most definitely not. I wanted to share with you, there's this kid, and I couldn't believe it. This kid this week in Australia, listen to this story. It's stuff like this that reminds you. It's stuff like this that gives me not only hope in humanity, but it shows you the power of, you want to call it will or faith or ability or love for family. So he had this kid, right? His whole family, him, his mother, he's like 13 years old. They're in Australia and they went paddle boarding. But the current and a small storm took them out miles. So it goes, the family had paddle boarded and a kayak, on a kayaks when it happened. Austin managed to get instructions. Remember, 13-year-old kid. Yeah, he got instructions from his mother. To go back to shore. Right? So he takes off towards the shore. He kayaks for 4 hours. He leaves his life jacket behind 2 hours after he's going. And despite collapsing, he gets to the shore and sprints 2 kilometers.
Damn.
Gets back to the shore at around 6 p.m. Goes the police. Gets him. He describes the location, everything they're at, and they rescue him. I mean, imagine that 4 hours straight. You're 13 years old in the ocean going for it. And I thought that was just a powerful story. And now they and right before the show, I was going to read the whole thing, but they released a video on it, the little kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, he got injured.
I can imagine. That sounds pretty harrowing.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, it's just amazing.
A 13-year-old boy in Australia has been hailed for saving his family from drowning after they were swept out to sea. Austin Appleby was with his mother and 2 younger siblings when they got into difficulty. He managed to swim 2.5 miles to shore to raise the alarm. And
he swam. He didn't paddleboard. Holy crap.
Oh, no, he didn't paddleboard back. He had to swim back.
At one point, I was thinking pump the tank engine. Trying to get the happiest things in my head, trying to make it through. Like not the bad things that will distract me and bring me out further. And at this time, the waves are massive, and I have no life jacket on.
A 13-year-old boy.
Imagine that. Yeah. Swimming for 4 hours straight, 13 years old, then running. Yeah, I don't know. I think, strong kid, Francis. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's be honest. Most adults probably wouldn't be able to do that, because I know I'm not an endless font of energy like I used to be when I was younger.
You're not old, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your family's on the line. I can kickstart a lot of adrenaline.
Well, I mean, yeah. There certainly is that. But I guess too, if you pace yourself 4 hours, that makes sense. You don't exhaust yourself to the point of drowning.
In the ocean, though, and the thing is halfway through, he ditched his life jacket because it was holding him back. So you got to give it up.
Although, I mean, the one thing he could have done is use it as kept it underneath him and just kept his way back. But
we were just talking about this kid in Australia, him, his mom, and I think it was his little brother. They went kayaking, and a current and a storm basically took them out 4 miles. I mean, they couldn't give it. So his mom basically told him, okay, I need you to go back to shore and get somebody to rescue us. So 13-year-old swam for 4 hours and sprinted for a few kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So the mom couldn't swim or as well.
I guess not. I guess there was.
Or she could have been stuck with the other kids, because it was 2 other kids, right?
Oh, yeah, and they were younger.
They were younger. Yeah. It made sense why she couldn't do it.
Keep the one that can actually do stuff.
I never understand the whole kayaking in the ocean bit. Like, I've seen some of these videos where they're like, hey, look, there's a great white underneath me. I'm like, yeah, and you're a snack.
I'm get the fuck out of here, man. I hate the ocean. I really do.
I love the ocean, except when I'm diving. I don't know why it's an illusion, but I feel like, okay, I can see everything directly in front of me. I feel better. But again, it's just an illusion. If I can't see the water underneath me, I can't stand it.
Well, I mean, lakes can often be quite cloudy.
I know. I just don't have that fear in a lake. I don't.
Oh.
I don't. And I should, because you have gators or you have snakes or you have whatever it is.
You got other stuff that won't eat you whole, but it could definitely cause some damage.
Generally speaking, most animals around won't attack something bigger than them. Maybe a barracuda.
I've gone night diving and I've seen barracuda.
You have?
Oh, yeah, because what they tell you is when you go night diving, because there's this place in the Gulf of Mexico, you go to Freeport, and from Freeport, it's a 12-hour ride on a boat to get there. It's called the Flower Gardens. It's like this sanctuary, 12 hours out. Coral, but you have to dive about 75 feet down.
No, that's serious.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. So I would go there. I haven't been in 4 years. So I would go and they would do a night dive, because you go out on the boat. They got cabins. You're going to stay from Friday night till Sunday morning when they trek back. And God, I remember the first time I went, the first time I went diving, I was with a good friend of mine. Her name was Kathy, and she was my dive buddy. We went through the course together, did it all, and I get it out there. We're going to be certified, open water certified. I jump in the water, and I don't know what the hell happened. My brain freaked out. It's like, there's no borders. There's no nothing. It's like I took all of this in. I'm like, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So she looked at me and she's like, I thought you were Greek. What kind of pussy are you? I'm like, fuck you. And I just grabbed the
Greek doesn't mean you're fearless.
I know, but that was it. But I'm glad she did it because after that, I was in the water every 2 or 3 hours. So I went on a night dive and they said, okay, there's a lot of barracuda. Don't shine your light at the barracuda because they'll dart. They'll dart
right at you.
Yeah. Well, learned another lesson. So, but it was fun. I don't know. I really enjoyed diving. I really enjoyed it. But Galveston, horrible water, except for once a year when the Mississippi changes its current, you get about 3 to 4 days where it's crystal blue. Other than that, you can't see an inch.
So you're an avid diver.
Oh yeah, I love diving. Love diving.
I do it occasionally. We have friends who live in the Cayman Islands.
Cayman. I would go to Bonaire as one of my favorite places. Bonaire.
But my business partner used to be a freshwater sunken ship diver. So along the St. Lawrence Canal, there's all sorts of wooden ships that sunk during the War of 1812 between Canada and the United States. And around Kingston, there's all sorts of military vessels, and
that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's what he does. He's dead now, so he stopped. But
yeah, good way of putting, I suppose.
But he loved doing that kind of stuff, and
love it.
If we traveled together someplace, he would always go into a dive shop.
Oh, because it's fast. I love all the gear too. I love all the gear.
Oh, again, something else you can spend a ton of money on. Right?
Yeah, but it's still cool because I got nitrox certified 4 years ago. And, and I will tell you, I feel so much better when I dive with nitrox. I don't have I have none of the aches, the headaches, but
the bends.
Well, I never had bends. I don't know. I feel refreshed. Like I can go back in 3 hours.
I always felt refreshed in my Mercedes Benz. I like diving too. I was on the swim team at school, and I could hold my breath underwater for more than a minute. I mean, I really enjoyed.
It's hard to do when you're smoking. I always wanted them to make something to smoke on it.
Out of the mask. I never smoked.
I finally did get a full mask though 4 years ago. Yeah, I always wanted when I got it, and I really I like it much better than the diaphragm and the goggles.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wanted to get certified on a rebreather. I've always wanted to do that.
I preferred the iron lung. That to me was my favorite underwater accoutrement. No, I enjoy it. I mean, it's you're always looking, off for fish that you think are gonna hurt you, but for the most part, it's an amazing world down there. I mean, it is really, peaceful. Really is. And do you have a wetsuit?
Oh yeah, whole thing.
Oh man, you really are.
Totally. Oh no, guy, everything. Yeah, I'm ready. I got my shorty. I always like shorties. I always like shorties. I don't like the full. I rented one once because I just like the feel, the whole thing. I feel claustrophobic in it, but I will say this: I always carry a spare air, the 5 minute right on my back on my BCU.
Right.
I don't know, just emergency. The one dive I wanted to do forever, and I even set it up. It was 2 years ago. And then I happened to watch a stupid Discovery Channel show.
No.
I wanted to do a great white dive. I'm like, you can't get into the cage. It's not Jaws. I want that, buddy. Okay. I'm terrified of sharks. So I was like, I'm going to face my fear. And then this Discovery Channel show's like, let me show you, mate, how these cages, the shark can get it. I'm like, what the fuck? Now you're telling me?
Yeah.
I call Mike. I'm canceling.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought they couldn't get in. It's just the movies. Like, nope. So that was that. Well,
yeah, wow.
You don't watch enough Shark Week.
No, the funny thing is before we go diving, we always put Jaws on. I don't know. I think it's good.
Sharks are abused enormously. The ocean needs sharks, and
they do.
Since Jaws, a lot of bad things happen to sharks. There, it's too bad. I mean, we humans do stupid things when it comes to animals.
Well, especially with a movie like that. I mean, I get it that it's a horror movie, right? It's,
right.
But the thing that makes it frightening is because of how close to home it is. It's not some psychomaniac that can't be stopped. It's something that exists in our world, and it can happen. I mean, people have obviously been attacked by great whites. So it just obviously it's great because it's a scary movie and it did its job. But at the same time, you have the real world effect of that because people tend to freak out over stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I kind of get that.
Well, I didn't tell you weren't here a couple of weeks ago. I shared the story. Alamo Draft House.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're having in June. You can get tickets now for it. It's near San Antonio. They're having a Jaws float on the water. They're putting a huge movie screen on a lake, and you buy.
It's probably Canyon Lake.
Yeah, and you get your tickets. You get your little floaty. It's like an inner tube. You lay on it and you watch the movie. And they have divers, and they have divers in the water who once in a while they said, "Well, like pull your toe," or it's at night at midnight, or I think it's like at 10. I was like, that's gonna be fun. I was like, come on.
No, thank you.
All right. Now we also had real quick this little kid who decided to save his family from boredom.
Oh, looks like the dad is pregnant too.
Are you pregnant? What? I'm a boy. I can't be pregnant. I'm copying Dad.
I didn't see this, and I guessed the joke. I guessed the joke. I'm such a jerk.
All right, we got a few super chats. Let's get to them real quick. Let's see what's going on. Flying blind on a rocket cycle. Member for 10 months. Always great to see you. 10 months, groovy. Hell yeah, it is. Groovy, absolutely. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $5. I saw where Leslie Headland. I know we're going to get to that. I'm on the same wavelength. Is claiming the Acolyte was a success. Yes, 48 hours ago.
Really?
Yes, she did. 48 hours ago. She's still fighting that. She goes, it is a certified success. The audience said so.
Of course it was, sweetheart. Of course it was.
Well, let's go, Dana. Renew for season 2 and double the budget. Yeah, she even shared that originally, $230 million, I believe it was, to make the Acolyte. And its original title, which somehow Lucasfilm turned down, was The Lost Sister. Like, it doesn't sound Star Warsy.
Jeez.
I know. Eric K, King of the Mods for $5. Who knows Elrond had the hots for his mother-in-law? I think the writers of Rings of Power were on the hub too much. Yeah, and season 3 comes out this year. I think it'll be the last. I don't know. I just have a feeling about that because they're doing a huge time jump. And which is odd because each season, after spending $700 million, the seasons now cost them $65 million a piece, but the contract for the show says they could cancel it and they would have to pay $20 million in a cancellation fee per season that they didn't.
That would have been worth it.
It would have. Like,
it would have been.
Yeah, okay. Instead of spending $60 million, you made 2 seasons, 3 left, $60 million. You're finished. Yep. And we got Hembry Jeremiah for $2. Michael Jackson trailer thoughts. We're gonna look at it.
I like it.
I have not watched it. I saved it for all of us.
I think it was good. I think it worked. And just so you know, I've got Loaded Up, one of the funniest jokes I've heard in a long time by Norm Macdonald. And whenever you want to run it, when we get bored and the show starts getting crappy and dull, then run it.
I should have a camera right here. Yeah,
just to enliven the episode.
We will. I can't wait to see it. Right after Super Chats, Razorburn, my favorite Rivet Head. Member for 10 months. My 2 favorite Rivet Heads on the stream. Front 242. Hell yeah. Love Front 242.
Man.
Oh, I would like to see them again. TGV Monster gifted 1 George the Giant Slayer memberships. Thank you. Oh, and that brings me up something. Whoever got that, please thank him. I've never done this before, so I'm thinking about it because it just always felt weird to me. I'm going to put up a poll in a little bit. I've been wanting to go to Minnesota. I've been wanting to go to these places where the ICE protests are happening. If y'all want me to go, tell me. I want to hear it, because then we can set a goal, do something. Okay, thank you, TGV Monster. I really been wanting to go and get on the ground there. I don't know, just have this pull to see it for myself. And,
are they still doing those checkpoints?
no, they got rolled up 2 days ago. See, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's like Democrats are always talking about, we're living under dictatorship. We got mustache midget number 2 in the White House, but then they set up checkpoints for where are your papers?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Suddenly these people discover the importance of border walls and, securing an area from outside invaders. It's kind of ironic, I would say.
Yeah, it is. I can't wait to hear what Paul, could you imagine real quick, if you're driving home, like you go out, you go do the stuff you have to do for the day, and you come back and your neighborhood or a neighborhood near you has set up checkpoints, like they've blocked the road off and you can't get back until you answer their questions or till they check your license plate. How would you feel?
That would be illegal, I believe, up here.
It's illegal here too.
It's illegal here too.
But I mean, a lot of the reasons that people leave it is this notion that let people blow off steam and it'll just go away on its own. And sometimes attacking it is going to cause more problems. The issue with that, as we found out with our 2 years worth of anti-Israel protesting, which still goes on sporadically here, is that it's not about the topic of the original protest. These are destabilizing protests. It's got nothing to do with what they're protesting about. And I think that's what's happening also in Minnesota. These are financed, people are being paid. So what does that mean?
Well, the thing that's crazy about it, Paul, is that it's not a protest. Protesting is marching and holding signs, chanting, whatever, and you are being seen, but you're not necessarily obstructing things. These are more like insurgents, where they're actively going and interacting with ICE and trying to interfere with what they're doing. That's not a protest.
Well, people, number one, a lot of the people in the state don't like Trump, so it's really a anti-Trump thing. Number two, it is being financed by entities that are left of center. People are being paid. We've now seen people being paid. I'm not going to dive into good, bad, or indifferent. It's not my country, not my president, not my situation. I can only talk to the things that I've noticed.
Correct.
I'm as a person from the outside, I'm wondering, what is it that people are objecting to in terms of ridding regions of the United States of illegal aliens and people who have done bad things that should no longer be in the country? Am I being naive?
No,
assessing it that way?
I think part of the thing is, I'm obviously being an outsider. You don't necessarily see what's happening within the country.
Correct.
Obviously, under Biden, we had these large swaths of people come into our country, and for the most part, they were largely invited in by the previous administration. And the reason why is that they're trying to get a new voter base.
Yeah, displace the voter base, create a super majority for one party.
Yeah, they're trying to reinforce their voting base to make sure that they stay in power. So this isn't about
that's very cynical
humanitarian aid. No, this is the reality though. This is what they're
not your comment is cynical. What they're doing is cynical.
And they've admitted it on camera, like they weren't hiding it.
Yeah, and remember the whole thing like a couple years ago when they're talking about great replacement theory and how racist it is, and suddenly you have black people in Chicago coming out saying, no, they're replacing us with these illegal immigrants. And that's exactly, and suddenly that narrative started going away because they're trying to say it was, white supremacy and all this stuff. And then you have other people with minorities speaking out saying, no, great replacement is a thing. They're doing it to us. And so that's basically what they're doing is they're importing a voter base because they're trying to consolidate power and stay in power. And it's very frightening because like, in areas of Chicago, suddenly you have these illegals have come in, and now they're making them police officers and policing actual citizens, which is pretty frightening.
I don't get it. I mean, for me, the you guys in the United States were the buttress against communism and
we
and
were
the Soviet Union, and it was. Now we know that a lot of the budgets were based on fear mongering that the Red Scare is going to come upon us here in the United States, and we at the first term of Trump that suddenly disappeared completely because he was friends with Putin. I thought that was funny. Like, wait a second, we put up with 70 years worth of Red Scare, and suddenly it's gone. Boom.
Yeah. No, they just went under. Basically, they just went into the universities.
Yes,
into the
yes. So
government.
and now it's in the universities. So I can see the politics of it, and I can see what you're saying. And it was Schwarzenegger who talked about it on The View, and I can't remember which states he mentioned. He said, "How can a state have 40% of the votes for Senate or congressional votes go Republican, but 0 Republicans get elected? How is that possible?" He brought that up on The View, and that's gerrymandering, right? I mean,
of course.
Well, part of it is gerrymandering, but one of the biggest things when it comes to the Senate,
that's not fair.
Originally, and this is how it should be, but I don't remember which amendment it was that changed this, but initially senators were elected by the state representatives within the state.
Yeah, that happened in 1917, if I remember correctly. That was the 17th Amendment, I believe.
Yeah.
If the chat wants to change it. That's when it changed.
That's when it changed, yeah.
Because it used to be before we had more control because your state legislator would elect the senator, right? You elect your legislatures, which means you can go meet with them anytime, like today in Texas. If you want to go meet with them, you can make an appointment. So you would pick locally. They would pick you the senator to represent you in Washington. So the federal government then was I was correct. Thank you very much. So what would happen then is your senator represented the state. When they changed that with the 17th Amendment, they told everybody, guess what? You too now can feel powerful. You can elect your senator directly. Well, what happened was that was the beginning of the end, because the senators then represented the federal bureaucracy.
Yeah. And it's part of the reason why they want to get rid of the electoral college as well, and just go to a, kind of a direct democracy or popular vote for president. And it's also the reason why you're seeing these states, I can't remember what it's called, but they're basically making these compacts that if the majority of the country votes Democrat, then they will cast their vote, despite the fact what their state voted, right? If they voted majority Republican, they would actually vote for the Democratic candidate, because normally what would happen with how the electoral college works is that you cast your ballot based off the majority of what is within that state. They basically vote for that candidate that the majority of the population voted for within that state. So now you have these kind of like agreements being made with these different states saying, we will go with the popular vote, not the state. So America was very much founded on states' rights. It's like, yes, we have this overarching federal government, but the power really lies within the states. And as time has gone on, that has been greatly eroded. And so states no longer have the voice or the power that they used to. And what they want to do is have it to where California and New York essentially will go and elect the president. And we all know that those two states pretty much primarily vote blue. And there, of course, there's people on the Democratic side. They're like, well, we're fine with that. It's like, of course you're fine with that, because you means you will never lose. And therefore you're disenfranchising the rest of the country, which is a huge problem. And if that actually happens, you're going to see a pretty bloody revolution in this country again. And that's something I think most citizens that don't have their head shoved up their ass want to prevent.
Of course you do. Nobody wants that, except you have agitators. I mean, Comix just put it perfectly.
It's tiresome listening to politicians on all sides up here in Canada too, where once you've got a position, you've got to hold on to it just because it's the party line, no matter how nonsensical it is, whether it's, lady dicks and women's sports.
Yeah.
I mean, we are living in the strangest times.
We really are.
Twilight Zone. I do. I think
I feel like we're in the Twilight Zone. I have a daughter. I don't want penises in girls' washrooms. I don't
Agree.
see how that is a controversial position. Am I wrong? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's very, very, very weird. And of course, you know, on all social medias, there's really no point in having a debate because you're not going to convince anybody of anything. So it's a giant waste of time, and we're just using up electrons on servers. We're having these discussions that don't go anywhere.
No.
But see, that's one of the things I do feel that the good thing about our discussions is it does wake up more people. I don't really think people realize how bad it is or it could go. Like, there's something we're going to cover as soon as we get done with the super chats. It's going to tie into this. The head of the Flight Attendants Association is organizing with SCIU to call a general strike on May 1st on International Workers' Day. And in a little bit, we're going to see her video. And they want to bring the infrastructure to a halt. Now, you look back, Trotsky would look at general strikes as the one step before an armed conflict. Like, you bring everything to a halt, delegitimize the government, show them as powerless, then you move forward. It's not what people think. When you can have neighborhood decide, hey, I'm just going to set up a neighborhood checkpoint, and then the other one goes, I'm going to do that too, and the cops do nothing.
Yeah, and that's the issue, is that you don't have the police do anything. You know, they're being ordered by the governor or the mayor of the city to stand down. Yeah.
It's insane. Hey, Fletcher, let's see the rest of the TGV Monster. $2. Hi, everyone. Shout out to Comix.
What's up, TGV? How you doing, man?
TGV's brilliant. Tender Warrior 68 gifted 10 Georgia Giant Slayer memberships. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much, Tender Warrior. Yeah, way to go. Please, everybody, go thank Tender Warrior. Love it. Now we got Rod Thunderheart for 100 Canadian dollars. Hey, I'm not a lumberjack or fur trader. I don't eat blubber or live in an igloo or own a dog. And I don't know Jimmy, Sally, or Susie from Canada, although I'm certain they're Riley nice. I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French. That was part 1. Part 2 for 200 Canadian.
Nice. Wow, Rod.
Oh, that's the biggest one we've got. Rod Thunderheart, thank you. Hey, that's going to help me get to Minnesota. That was one of my goals. Mental telepathy there. I appreciate that, brother. I'm not American, and I pronounce it about, not a boot. Okay, you pronounce it about, not a boot. I got it. I can proudly see my country's flag on my backpack. I believe in peacekeeping, not policing. I believe in diversity, not assimilation. And the beaver is a truly proud, noble animal. I like the beaver. A toque is a hat. A Chesterfield is a couch. I like that. Part 3 for 50 Canadian dollars. Rod Thunderheart, bless you, sir. And it is pronounced Zed, not Z. Canada is the second largest landmass, the first nation of hockey. Hell yeah, and the best part of North America. My name is Rod Thunderheart, and I'm Canadian. Just had my 55th birthday, so I'm officially a senior. Well,
wow.
Happy birthday, Rod.
Happy birthday, Rod.
Happy birthday, Rod. Hell yeah.
It's also a great shirt. The man, the legend.
Yeah. Rod Thunderheart.
I think the Z issue needs to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. So, for instance, the Datsun 240Z sounds way better than the Datsun 240Z. However, it's always going to be ZZ Top. So yeah, I think we have to go. ZZ Top does not work. So we have to go case by case. I think, we can agree on certain cases.
In the name of Rod. I like that one. Sanders says, in the name of Rod. Somebody else, Sanders says, for Rod's sake. God, I love it. Rod is a hero. Love it. Love it. Ella scene for $2. Luc Besson's Dracula trailer's good. Watch live. We're going to see it.
He's a crazy man.
We got a few. Yeah, I like Luc Besson.
He burns you more often than not, though.
My favorite still is The Professional and The Big Blue.
Oh, yeah. Professional's a great movie.
No, but what about the Bruce Willis one?
Which one was that?
Oh, come on. You don't love that?
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Fifth Element.
No. To me,
Fifth Element. Okay. Yeah.
Fifth Element. Absolutely.
That's right. I forgot he did that.
top notch. But the one with the brother sister was terrible.
The brother sister.
I can't remember the name of movies.
Are you talking about Brotherhood of the Wolf?
No. It's the two French space.
Valerian.
Valerian. Yes,
Yeah.
that was absolutely awful.
That was.
But again, through that's one of the ones where I look at it and I go, okay, you've hired these two good-looking people, and you don't know until very much farther into the production that they have no chemistry. It's not something that people go, wow, this is why they cast the wrong people. No, I mean, I've been in the middle of it. It's an extraordinary thing. The one thing people don't understand, especially with sitcoms, is that there's this thing on a camera, and it's called a lens, and it has this piece of glass. And I have been literally at tapings where the audience is howling. Then you watch the tape of it, and all the comedy has bounced off the fucking lens back into the audience, and you don't get it. You're hearing the laughter. It's all real, but you're not believing it for whatever reason, whether it's the delivery of the individual, whether they have the right kind of countenance that makes you laugh when you see them. Like, Tim Allen, I don't like his new show, but he's a funny guy. Even in shows I don't like him in, I find him likable. He has that ability to break through that glass of the lens. But that I have always called it, that piece of glass on the lens has this ability to bounce back whatever it is that you're seeing live. It takes a very unique individual to get through that to the audience and get them to love you. And you don't even have to be good looking. I mean, Humphrey Bogart was
he was manly.
No, but it doesn't matter.
But he has presence. I think
people who don't come through the lens to me.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I could see that.
They fill the screen. Sid Charisse fills the screen. I mean, there's just people. Anyway.
Errol Flynn.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though he's a Nazi sympathizer, he filled this.
Come on.
Really? I didn't know that he was.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Flynn was a Nazi.
Don't tell me that.
That's
half my
a lot of people in Hollywood at the time were a little bit right of center.
Well, at the same time, during that time period, before they knew about the atrocities, a lot of people in America during that time period actually were supporting Germany.
Yes, there was a society.
Yeah, they didn't.
Well, because in German as a language was spoken very much throughout the United States.
Oh, absolutely.
And once they found out what was happening, literally everybody dropped it. They stopped speaking German because they didn't want to be associated with what Hitler was doing. Yeah.
If I'm making up a fake American name, I always put like Chip Nordstromnider. I mean, you make it German or Lukeminder, Chip Lukman. You always try to make it German.
Well, a lot of people, honestly, if they had German last names, they more Anglicanized it.
Yeah, anglicized them. Yeah,
anglicized it. There we go. I can't say words sometimes. As a result of that, because of the backlash against Germany.
Right. And they released the Jews in their basement.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
At least they didn't remake Bloody Anne Frank as a trans pansexual.
No, someone's trying to.
They did it. I know.
Oh, that's right.
Everyone's trans now. Listen, when I was fighting for gay rights in the early 70s and had the benefit of being in the rain, traveling to the St. Charles Bar Tavern, the famous gay bar in Toronto, and having raw eggs and ink thrown at me as I was marching with my gay friends there, and working in show business, I must have met like 1,000. I've interacted with 1,000, gay people, not in the way that you think.
Well, Paul, that's.
But
sure about that?
But I never met. I met.
Were you a method comedian?
I was an environmental comedian.
Oh,
and I never met a single trans.
You didn't go all
that time. Like not a single one. I met some transsexuals, but not the trans that we have now. Not one. Not a single. Not a single one. So,
actually, there was a case this week. It's the first case in the New York Supreme Court where a girl who was taken when she was 15 years old.
I heard about that.
She was taken by her parents, doctors, surgery. She just won her case against the plastic surgeon, and all the doctors had just set a precedence because she like, I didn't want this.
Well, the AMA right now is walking back all the child.
Oh yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, the AMA were terrible, but they got hoodwinked by WPATH, which was the self-appointed policing of this entire trans movement, and they turned out to be fakers. They made up their surveys and the research and had other people pat them on the back for it, and rather than the AMA actually doing their own peer review of all the stuff that WPATH provided them, they just bought into it, and now they're embarrassed as anything. So now they're slowly going to back out after the plastic surgeons said, okay, we're done.
Well, they're not slowly. They're going full reverse right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because they know it's going to happen to them.
Yeah, this is one thing I said. It was a couple of years ago. I always say it was like 2018. It's like over the next 10 years, you're going to see tons of people detransitioning and speaking out against this, and lawsuits, people distancing themselves from family as a result of this for being pushed into it. You're going to see all these lawsuits popping up because you've literally ruined these kids' lives as a result of this.
The girl's sterilized. She said she can't ever have kids. How do you put a price tag on a destroy? And you can't. The thing is you're not, and you know what's going to happen. The lawyers are going to line up.
This is going to be
class action.
It's going to be bloody. It is going to be bloody.
Yeah. Welcome to America.
You remember? Does anybody remember the Dow case when after the silicone implants? I mean, it destroyed. They even made, I think, a movie or a series about it, but a long time ago.
Yeah.
Once the attorneys get involved, and they're like, okay, and they did it. What's odd is it was from a New York jury. That's what was most surprising about the case. All of them unanimous.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Bill Maher this Friday had a few interesting words to say.
Seriously, this is a serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed to be an American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No country is. Although don't get Tucker Carlson started on Russia. Globalize the intifada is the catchphrase that's really catching on these days, as if worldwide suicide bombing and cosplaying Islamic revolutionaries is the answer to our problems. At an AOC Bernie Sanders rally in Idaho last month, someone threw a Palestinian flag over an American flag, and the crowd erupted in approval. What should have happened after that is one of the adults on stage should have told their young, loyal followers, this is not a symbol of freedom. This is.
Indeed.
If the thought leaders in the Democratic Party keep encouraging and not rebuking the idea that America is cringe and the people who run Gaza are great, the Democrats are doomed. Alyssa Slotkin's right. Liberals are weak and woke, especially the white ones, and they indulge all sorts of nonsense from their kids, a pattern that then continues on in the Democratic Party. Last election, it was all the gender stuff, the insistence that men can have babies and such, and now I fear that we like the terrorists is the new that. Liberals need to push back on the dumb ideas that come from their children. The Democrats' problem is the energy of the parties with the young and the young are with the terrorists.
Okay,
That's
pause
not
it.
good.
The problem is it's not coming from the children. It's coming from people within their own party. That's the issue. And that's the thing. One thing that Maher doesn't get. It's like, it's not just the kids. The kids are basically, I'm not going to say parroting what the adults are doing. But they've been indoctrinated into believing all this garbage, and it's coming from their side, from their leadership. I mean, it's like
there's schools. Well, come on, schools, university, you name it. The government. Think about it this way: you have children who have been raised in environments. I have several clips of teachers, which we'll watch in a little bit, which they're saying that they are actively pushing one message. They're not there to teach. They're like, we are there to raise the next generation. You're like, what next generation of leaders?
Indoctrinate the next generation, more like.
They become more like boot camps. I mean, you even have one teacher was stating, I can't believe we even have teachers who are MAGA. It's like,
ultimately the goal is, because the fact that they've infiltrated all these learning institutions, it is the adults on their side that are teaching these children and raising them in this ideology, which is the reason why no one's pushing back on their side. Fortunately, Mar is one of the few liberal minds out there that is somewhat sane. I don't agree with everything he says. Right. I quite frankly think he's kind of a pompous asshole, but he's right on a lot of things, especially when it comes to the Democratic side.
Yeah, because he's not lefty, he's liberal, and there aren't liberals really a lot anymore.
No, there aren't, not anymore. Classic liberals, yeah.
Well, I'm actually writing an essay on this. It's taking me a while to do it, but what's happened is that we've moved away from teaching stuff, and the way I characterize it is that, and I know this from experience, and I think psychological testing proves it out, is that you can't teach people to be good.
No,
you're
can't.
Better off being a good teacher. So and so that's my pithy way of describing it, is that you learn more from a good teacher through how they treat everybody in class, as opposed to the incessant gerrymandering of people's brains.
Right.
We're living in a nanny state. We have this problem in Canada where the education system is very much about teaching kids how to be good. We've got the power wheel of privilege, and we've got the wheel of privilege and power. We're telling white kids that they're terrible. Black kids apparently need endless amounts of help because the left treat them as pets. They don't. There's certain classes of people that the left just, I think, demean without them realizing that they're actually demeaning a whole groups of people. And so I've talked with teachers who said their job is to be an activist, and not a teacher. I've had this conversation, and I know from the experience acting and how you rehearse and how much you can rehearse, and at what point, even with goodwill, good intent, trying to help someone get through their acting challenge, at some point you can't overload them, or you will overload them, and they have to solve their own problems.
Yes.
We're in this situation now where there's this idea that we need to protect the kids from bad parents, and then bad parents can be defined as, yes, genuinely bad, let's put them aside. Put them aside for the moment. Genuinely bad people. I mean, but kids will say, I hate my folks. And then the teacher was, oh my God, we got to protect the kid. While the kid hates their parents, because kids hate their parents. Oh my God, they took away my video game player. I fucking hate my parents. And the teachers and the system is now, we better give you pronouns.
Exploiting that. They're exploiting that.
They're exploiting it because they're stupid and they think they're doing good. And one of the things that's a core part of my essay, and this is not the thing that everybody wants to hear, is that everyone has their own journey and you can't always circumvent it, and you can't nip it in the bud, because I know someone who hated their dad for 20 years and they reconciled after 25 years. And he was weeping to me that he and his dad are now friends and going out and talking about, and he's gay. Okay. And the dad is military. And I'm going, the schools right now would see that bad relationship early and go, we're nipping it in the butt. We're going to take the kid away. We're not going to tell the parent that we're giving them pronouns. We might even, maybe give them drugs to change their gender, whatever. Sometimes it takes 20 years to figure out the way things should work. You cannot circumvent. You cannot change the timeline. In fact, inserting yourself into people's lives will actually make things worse, is my assessment.
Agreed. No, I think you're 100% right.
But this is what's happening in schools. They're spending way too much time worrying about the kids as opposed to just teaching the kids.
Right.
Anyway, there's my speech.
No, that was beautiful. I've never thought about it that way, but some things have to organically and naturally occur.
Sometimes time is the only solution. I hate to say it, I know friends with, I have my, well, I won't mention who the person is because they'll get mad at me, but their daughter just hated his guts and split on him. They've only recently, she actually went off and got pregnant twice to get an abortion just to go to punish the dad.
Oh God, that is so awful.
No, but there isn't a teacher who you only see for one goddamn semester anyway. Like suddenly, they're going to solve the problem. There's horrible stuff happening.
Yeah,
it's tragic, but sometimes, and now they're fine.
Yeah,
took a long time, but they're good. They're both good with each other, and they've reconciled.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, and sometimes they never reconcile.
Yeah,
but like I said, this is what I'm seeing right now. This is the central problem of the nannyism of what's happening on the left in schools. Well, teach the kids. Teach the kids to the best of your ability.
To add to your point, Paul, some people can't be healed. My oldest brother was an alcoholic and literally drank himself to death. Right? No amount of help probably could have stopped him from doing that. And my middle brother, he did what he could to help him. Tried to get him to rehab. He didn't want to be in rehab. He started telling people he was basically dying of cancer, and he just continued to slip further into the bottle. And that's just the reality of the situation.
Yep.
There's nothing that could have been done to help my brother, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and we're spending way too much time trying to solve things as opposed to letting the family muddle their way through it. It's messy. But I don't see it working any other way. Yes, if a kid is being abused, take them out.
That's different. Family. Yeah, it's completely different.
That's a different situation. You're talking about an experience and a relationship experience different than actual physical.
Yeah, but we've got teachers who think just because the parents are Christian and are wondering about stuff that's abuse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane today.
It's anyway. That's my essay. I'm in the middle.
I like it.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, me too. I like it. Fletcher, let's finish the rest of them. Yeah. 8-bit site for $2. New project. Hail Mary trailer looks badass. As soon as we get through some of this on ice, we're going to look at those trailers. I got them stacked up. Thank you for that. Mr. Buttcrack Media, always great to see you for 24 months. Hail George and Comix, and to Paul in the chat. A big hail to you, Mr. Buttcrack Media. And Mr. Buttcrack Media gifted 5 George with Giant Flare. Way to go. Thank you, my friend. Please, everybody, go thank Mr. Buttcrack Media. Very generous. Jim Alaska. Got your DM the other day. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I hope you're doing great. He just gifted, Jim Alaska just gifted 20 George the Giant Slayer memberships. We're on our way. What I was going to say earlier, Jim, Mr. Buttcrack Media, TGV Monster, everybody, y'all are helping out. And Tender Warrior. I want to go to Minnesota or whether it's Portland. So each membership or each super chat is now going to fund that. So I'm thanking you. Got a question? Shoot it up there. I was going to do the goal thing, but I haven't figured it out yet. I will. I have, and I'm a technical moron when it comes to computers. I am. I admit it. So thank you for that. That's my goal. I want to get there, and I want to get on the ground and report. Lily Vaughn, because I see a lot of these reporters and they run away. They get these ice people. Get out of here. I'm like, yeah, that Slayer don't work that way. Lily Von Stupp for 5 pounds. Paul, when I was a kid, a popular kids show was Degrassi Junior High. Was this aired in Canada or made for UK?
Oh, no, it was made in Toronto. Hugely successful show. It went everywhere. We watched the kids grow up in high school. Drake was on Degrassi, a young actor on Degrassi, and it dealt with serious problems in high school in a way that had never been on TV before. You watch the kids grow up, and then they had a whole new group of kids as opposed to 90210, where you just stayed with the
just kept following them.
Cast. Yeah. You brought a new cast in as they started Degrassi High, and with new problems, and you saw the changes in dress and everything else. It was a very powerful, popular, nothing else like it out there.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's it's gone. It went on for many years.
Mr. Tickletrunk for $2 Canadian. Always good to see you, Mr. Tickletrunk. Teachers used to all be married with kids. Yeah. And you used to call them by their full name, not like hi Marge or Betty. It was like hi Mrs. Bold, hi Mr. Jones.
And I mean, I'm too old for it, but we knew who the gay teachers were.
Oh yeah.
Number one, we never bothered them. Number two, they never talked about it.
Right.
You know what's funny about that? We had a gay teacher. We couldn't call our teachers by their first names until we were a junior in high school at the school I went to, and then it was based on which ones allowed you. But we had a teacher, God bless his soul, he's passed away. He was Mr. Stewart. His mom was like a multimillionaire in real estate. He literally did not need the money. He had a huge trust fund. He taught because he loved it. He would donate his check. But the thing is he would always, and we got him as our senior teacher, the teacher in charge of our senior class. And everybody would always ask him. Like in my school, there were certain teachers that would take you, like you could go to their homes, like a whole class. Hey, we want to go over this essay, or they were having a barbecue. It was a very small school. Mr. Stewart was the only one who, if you saw him out in public, he was like, hello, gentlemen, and hope you have a good weekend, and basically go away. He wasn't rude about it, but he's like, I don't mix my personal life with school.
And that's a smart thing. That's a very smart thing to do.
It was. We learned later he was gay, and we're like, is that why? I said, I don't think so. I think it was just because of the fact he was very professional. He's like, my personal life is my personal life. My school life is my school life.
Yeah.
But he was a classic gentleman. Because of him, I remember I used to write, because I love to write. When I wrote my first 2 books, one of them I had dedicated to him, because he was my English teacher, and I used to get awful grades in grammar. He's like, creatively, you get an A+. Grammar, George, I wouldn't let you, I wouldn't pay you to wash my car. You can't, you suck. He's like, when you're Hemingway, he goes, you can make up the rules. As long as you're in my class, you're going to follow mine, the ELA. But
fair enough.
Yeah, he was a great guy, very inspiring.
Yeah, and again, you want to be, you inspire because you're good and you're fair and you know how to teach.
Yeah.
And we're seeing countless videos on TikTok of teachers just quitting because the classes are terrible. They're abused by the kids, and it's because of partly because of the curriculum that they're teaching. I mean, they're not pushing the kids. They're not have the argument that rote learning actually has a place in teaching. You'll get it. The teachers just dive down your throat. So,
well, it's crazy. Yes. No,
you have,
Davina.
you have to exercise all parts of your brain, and rote is not the easiest thing. I hated it.
I liked it. I didn't mind it.
But it exercises a part of your brain that you will not exercise if you're doing whole learning. Like, I mean, you have to do it all. Don't concentrate on one thing. I'm not talking about the whole thing should be, rote learning, but when you're learning the lines for a play or your show, you're doing rote learning.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved my school. I had a great time. I was great at spelling. I sucked at the commas, the colons. I could never get
Same here.
I just was, my brain was just like,
I was terrible at spelling, partly because I'm terrible at spelling. But in grade 1, in the province of Ontario, they ran a bunch of tests of different ways to teach kids throughout my education career. I was part of a cohort where we were lab rats, where they tried all sorts of things. One of them was in grade 1, they taught how to spell using shapes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Believe it or not. In grade 7, in Mr. Curran's grade 7 class, Mr. Curran interrupted the class and said, I'm sorry, this young lady would like to talk to all of you. Her name was something. So she introduced herself and she drew this shape on the blackboard, green board, and said, does anyone know what this is? And I went, little. And she said, you're coming downstairs with me now.
I love it.
So she went through Mrs. Kruk's class. That's our grade 1 teacher, Mrs. Kruk. She was actually pretty good. And I was, put under a bright light, like some kind of spy being grilled. And they what is it? Not deprogramming. They anyway, whatever. They
De-radicalized you?
Yeah, no. They went and tried to find every single kid in that class. And then at the end of our little meeting, I said, so what was the upshot of this year? She said, practically not a single kid in the class can spell.
Oh,
wow.
You know what I don't see kids do anymore? It's like we had to, even our cursive was graded. It had to be, it had to look a certain way. You couldn't
not teaching that anymore is pretty frightening.
Right, but cursive was good. Is good for the brain.
Oh, it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
We sent our kids to Waldorf. We mortgaged our house, and cursive is a very big.
But they don't teach it anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't even make you finish reading the book. I understand. If you're doing a book report, they don't even make you finish the whole book.
Oh,
that's crazy. I mean, I have a learning disability, so I struggled throughout school, and I'm very much an audiovisual learner. That's how I absorb information. I guess better than whatever traditional methods that they teach. And so I mean, I struggled throughout, high school, middle school, elementary school, but I'm not dumb is the thing. It's just I just learned differently, and just like I think it's crazy the amount of stuff that they started dumbing down after I left, school. Getting rid of cursive, this
Common Core.
Yeah, Common Core, this weird kind of like thing with math that they're doing. It's like, I don't think they're doing a service to our young people. And in a lot of ways, I think that they want a dumbed down, ignorant
they want
masses to basically to be able to control and mold minds, I guess.
They want push button serfs, smart enough to push a button after you get an order.
Well, I mean, we've all seen the parent giving their 3-year-old their iPhone to play at a restaurant.
No way. Yeah, I hate that. Nope, not in my family.
I blame parents too.
I do, 100%. But this is how we end up with this crap. This is what I was talking about, the roadblocks. Because
neighbors take safety into their own hands. Is that their euphemism for the roadblock?
Yeah.
Safety? Okay. So this is now calling Hamas terrorists militants. This is the same.
Yeah.
We're now newspeak.
Newspeak. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
100%. And it's vera you pepas.
We are literally creating a place that we know who's coming and going in and out of our neighborhoods.
In the middle of the road at 32nd and Cedar Avenue, a makeshift roadblock turned this intersection into a roundabout. Cars slowed as drivers noticed, some honked, others asked questions, and one man brought food for the people standing watch.
Hi, sir. Thank you so much.
How did it make you feel just seeing a community checkpoint in your neighborhood?
Well, it felt fine. I don't.
Is there something in the water in Minnesota?
Yeah, it's called leftism.
I mean, okay.
I don't have any trouble with folks helping out.
Wade Haynes has been standing at this corner twice a day for one reason: to stand up against ICE activity and keep his community safe. He chose this corner. Others chose this intersection.
It's kind of inspiring. I was like, wow, okay. We've got folks out there who are kind of taking care of us, looking out for us. That's good.
But Minneapolis police stepped in, clearing the roadblock.
Yesterday. After a week.
And restoring flow of traffic.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad about it.
Still, residents say the roadblock was necessary.
We need to keep our neighbors safe, so we will be doing this again.
You're not keeping your neighbors safe, though.
No,
you're actually endangering their lives by doing this.
Oh, yeah, they are endangering their lives. Here is a gentleman, and it'll be the last example of that. A couple, this guy went to visit his brother-in-law in that neighborhood, right? And he gets stopped, so it's from his camera. There's a dozen more. I'm not going to show them all, but just give you an idea.
Oh, well, that I don't know. Can I drive?
Because he's from out of state. If you were from out of state, they stopped you. The whole little group of them would, pull out the little makeshift wall. They'd stand in front of you and stop you. Here's the thing. They ran your license plate again, but they didn't explain how they were running it. They
have a database.
But they want to make sure you're not ICE.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and if you are ICE, see, that's where I disagree with the
Okay, so what happened, George, is that they use vibe coding to go and build this app because it ended up getting hacked.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they're creating a database. Going back to what we're talking about, they're well funded, well organized, and this is the thing that I find particularly frightening. Right, is that for the most part, the right very much individualistic, independent. Where these guys, because they're more on the collective side of things, they're going to be more organized if shit really hits the fan. These people, they have their signal groups. They'll take bridges and major arteries and basically turn them into checkpoints. And that's the thing. I think people that are on moderates and to the conservative side need to understand and need to prepare for if things go south. But yeah, I mean, they've been funded. They have this app, so that's how they're able to go and build this database. They have literally people working in restaurants, the hospitality industry, hotels, etc. That's how they're able to get all this information on the where ICE is at, where they're staying at, where they're having dinner at, because they have these people that are going and reporting in. It really is frightening. It's very kind of Gestapo-like.
It is, but that's why I keep bringing it up. I know it's not the most exciting thing to talk about. I bring it up so you're aware. Because a lot of people who are not left, if you're middle, independent, green, right, conservative, MAGA, whatever you want, they think because they're leftoids, they're like, oh, these are radical leftists. They can't do anything. Yeah, everybody else has the weapons. These guys scare the hell out of spec ops people in the SEALs, Green Berets, Delta Force, who've talked about that. Like, you don't understand.
Because they're insurgents. That's what they are.
Correct. That's why I want to bring this up so people know what's going on, so they are aware. They have help. Here, I'm going to play this real quick. So this guy, let me finish this. It's two more seconds. So he basically is shocked, right? He's like, can I not go anywhere?
I got a red light.
So now we need permission to drive from these people?
No, you move forward.
Can you back up slightly and go right?
Yeah, I could. If you'll leave, I'll go right. Thank you.
See, it's the problem is that people aren't taking it seriously, because I would never let anyone stop me. That's not gonna. I'm gonna keep moving. That's me. I'm not telling you. You do your life. But these are the types of messages they are now sending out. Just so you know, I played it used it in a video a few weeks ago. You're gonna see this all over.
If somehow
hold on, and the machines whose only wish is to watch America bleed. There you go.
If you have American flag in front of your house, swipe away. Do not watch this video. Okay, there's about 10% Americans want the revolution. It's too early, but it's not too early to prepare for the revolution. Let me share with you a business plan to prepare for the revolution. Right now is 2026. If some households still have an American flag in front of their house, that means those people are supporting the American system. They are your enemy, and they will be your enemy when the revolution starts. Set up a website and ask all your members to take picture of every household who got American flag.
Yep.
And upload those information to your website at the address of each household. When the time comes, you guys can use this information as evidence to eat them first. Eat them, God will support you. Buddha will support you.
The only difference, you see that? I couldn't play the whole thing, but I'll provide the link. YouTube kept making me edit the damn thing down. What he goes is that don't worry about resources. Just make lists now. Anybody who has a Trump flag, an American flag, their state flag, they have resources. Target them when it kicks off. For some reason, they wouldn't let me put that part in there, but it was, so it goes on. And now what do you find out? This is what you're going to see. So now we have this. So we went from the lady, they're making roadblocks. They're doing all that, right? So now a new thing I think is being beta tested. I don't know any other way to call it. I'd like y'all to give me your thoughts. In the last 6 days, Monday, I noticed that there are like 10 videos of people saying MAGA needs to be punished. Okay, anybody who voted for Trump, you just ostracize them. Tuesday, there were 30 of them. Wednesday, there were 60, and the language started changing each day. And I'm like, this feels like a beta test.
It probably is.
Like, keep throwing out the different ways we could punish those who voted for Trump. Like, and
well, did you see that video? Kathy Griffin basically say, "Take note of who's MAGA."
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing.
I used it in my last one. I think I showed it actually last week. Paul and I were talking about it, where she was saying, "Yeah, okay, I don't like this. We got to do it, but you need to find out who your neighbors are. If they're MAGA, if they're on our team, sorry, we got to do it."
Yeah,
so make lists. So here's
I mean, they want to purge people, especially if they get in power again. This is the thing that's so frightening.
Yeah,
it used to be, hey, we switch off. That's fine. The values of Democrats and Republicans weren't super far away like it is now. And yeah, it's like when they take power again, they want the revolution to come and they want to purge the people that are the wrong thinkers.
Yep, they do.
As they say, did you guys think that this was going to be a bloodless revolution? I mean, that's something they keep saying, and it's very much true.
It is. I want everybody to watch. I'm going to play 4 videos in a row, very short. Just watch the escalation. This was by the end of the week where it got to, and now these videos are spinning out. This was how it started at the beginning of the week. This, by the way, is a candidate for Georgia's legislature. Again, not afraid.
Shocking.
Yeah.
When this is all over and Trump is gone and Democrats are back in charge and we're rebuilding everything, the punishment for MAGA for voting Trump 3 times needs to be that they lose their internet access for 4 years, that they cannot post videos or comments on social media for 4 straight years, so that none of us are subjected to their lies and misinformation while we are rebuilding the chaos that they caused. The whole world and America gets to be without their BS online for 4 straight years. Can we all agree to this?
So that's where it starts.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy, Paul? Wait.
Wait, there's more.
This is absolutely undemocratic, and ironically, not a single Republican, MAGA or otherwise, have asked for anything like this.
No.
Nope. That's why.
But remember, the Republicans and the conservatives need to tone down the rhetoric, right? They gotta turn down the heat.
Yeah, they got to stop shooting people in the neck. Oh wait,
Yeah.
they haven't yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And I'm not a conservative.
I know.
Okay?
That's
The Democrats have gone nuts. I don't see how someone who believes in freedom of speech could make a video like that and say that this is actually the right thing to do.
Right.
But it's the same logic as I will not, only 20% of the teachers in Canada from K-12 are right of center.
Mm-hmm.
And fewer of them are men.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And that's a problem. Men are able to dispense discipline much better than women. That's just the nature of and we would be better off with raising the number of men. But that's a different discussion. But you just that won't happen. These are people who are going, I don't want any MAGA teachers or people involved in my life. Well, maybe you're labeling them as MAGA only because they like ICE. Does that make them MAGA if they like ICE?
Yes, essentially, yeah. You were,
but you're not necessarily MAGA if you like the red states are not having any problems at all with ICE. Correct?
No, that you are 100% correct. There's been more evictions in red states, and we're not having the problems like what we're seeing in Minnesota as a result of this.
Except for us.
And a lot of it too is because you have the local government working with the federal government to get rid of the people that they're trying to remove.
Doesn't Minnesota want to get rid of all the fraud?
No, they don't.
The fraud, but I mean, how can you consciously?
Paul, this has been going on for 10 years, man.
I know, but but the public, at least once they found out, how can they conscionably
don't care?
Because it got buried.
It's weird, dude.
I don't
know, because before Nick Shirley exposed all this stuff, they showed like news reports from like 10 years ago of them going and basically exposing this stuff, and they basically did nothing. The Minnesota government did nothing. It didn't get any kind of national coverage until what happened with Nick Shirley, and they're trying to say, "Oh, he's making this stuff up," and suddenly people start digging up these, old newsreels where they were talking about it.
I saw it. I saw a news show that actually did a bunch of research, and then they say, "Oh, this isn't new news. This is old news." What Nick is showing is, well, yeah, but then why didn't you do anything about it?
Well, it's part of the reason why Walz is not running anymore, because this potentially can bury him, and potentially it depends on how things end up playing out. I'm pretty cynical. I don't know if anything's going to happen. But
at this point, I don't know.
He basically said that I'm stepping down because I don't want to be a target by the Trump administration. And it's like, dude, no, you've been caught red-handed with this fraud. And he's been allowing it to go on. Same thing with Ileana Omar. She's neck deep in it as well. It's and of course they start playing the race card. Oh, you're just racist because you hate Somalis and Muslims and all this crap. It's like, no, it's like, there's legitimate fraud. You're not investigating it. This is a huge problem. And God knows this is probably taking place all over the country at this point.
Oh, of course.
One of the biggest things that has really kind of blown the lid off has been Doge with this, a lot of this, funding for NGOs, US
we got
AIDS
them too.
It's
our
like
global affairs, our global affair, $10 million to find non-binary people in Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's the stupidest shit.
Anybody
really
non-binary? You want $1,000? Okay, we found one. Yeah.
And
the thing is, I do blame Trump for that. I will say it. No matter how much I say, I blame him because he allowed the fraud to get kicked off screen by allowing no protester or revolutionary agitator should have been able to get close to ICE. They should have had marshals there where they're like, here's your protest zone, do whatever the hell you want.
A lot of that is typically handled by the state, though. That's the issue.
That's why should have said federal marshals to
but the reason why we're not seeing this crazy shit is that because they're working with local law enforcement. Local law enforcement is handing over these.
I like your Freudian slip. Local law investment.
Yeah, investment.
I like that. That's going to get clipped. Oh no, Comix division, local law investment. Oh no, sorry about that.
It's fine. But that's not what they did in Minnesota, because they went there, said, "Hey, give us the bad people. We'll get them out of the country," and they're like, "No." And so that's the reason why ICE has been doing all this groundwork that you're seeing, is because the state and the cities, the municipalities, are not working with ICE to remove these people, and they've been acting as a barrier. So,
but it should have been a 1 to 10. If they bring out 1,000, you should bring 10,000.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a great saying: people can't be policed who don't want to be policed.
That is correct.
There's a great way that Papadopoulos handled that in Greece. I liked him. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let me show you the escalation because I'm sidetracked.
That was a ridiculous video.
Got two more. You can see by the end of the week, by yesterday, how it has escalated. And now these videos are getting more traction.
This is how it needs to go down. Once we get out from under the thumb of Trump and his regime, every MAGA supporter that voted for Trump, they literally need to have their voting records not like wiped clean, but wiped, so they can't ever vote again. Because you voted a dictator into office, and look what's going on right now in the entire world.
Yeah, he's a dictator, and you're allowed to call him one, and you didn't disappear. Come on,
not how dictators work, buddy.
No, ask Franco.
Wow. Especially here in the United States with fucking Trump and his dumbass, and all the people that are like literally sucking his hemorrhoid because they think, oh my God, Trump's probably going to fuck him in the hole.
Like
honestly, I don't know. But regardless.
Okay, enough of him. You got the you got the first part of the message.
Well, and the end goal is you start small and you grow it to the point where it's like, yeah, when we take power again, we need to round up every single MAGA and put a bullet in their head. That's
my God. It's they're not understanding what it is that they're saying.
I know, but
they're useful idiots. That's why.
What Comix just said, these are now the videos that are going out.
You don't have to like Trump.
No, you don't.
You can say I'm not voting. I'm going to make sure that me and my friends aren't voting for him next time around. That's how a democracy works, right?
No, I mean, he can't run again anyway. So
you're a representative
republic with a democratic process.
Yeah, correct. There you go. See, I wanted to get that right.
No,
and what Comix just said came true. These are now there's about 100 of these in the last 24 hours.
I mean, you should know where every MAGA is in your neighborhood. I know every neighbor in my condo HOA complex. I know everyone, and I watch them closely. And when shit pops off, I'm not going to go out looking for someone. I have people right here around me to take care of. And so do you.
That's the message.
Yep.
That's it.
Wow. I mean, why don't you just put them all in a ghetto?
Did I not play that one? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I missed that one. That's the second set of videos which
you have a disagreement with people
which are popular.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and you know, I just renewed my concealed carry. I typically don't carry, but I'm probably going to start carrying.
You don't need
at the
to.
very least, keeping it. Yeah, I know. It just because.
Okay, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I have mine.
I know, but I'm gonna start keeping a firearm on my vehicle now because things are getting crazy. Probably. I mean, I don't know. Even though I live in Texas, we still have some very blue cities. Yes, particularly Austin. But I'm getting to the point where I was like, well, crap, dude, just because I have a conceal and carry doesn't mean I do carry. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I probably should, just in case.
Yep. Especially when you hear this.
This will be funny.
Nah, I'm past litmus tests. If you still are in support of ICE and you aren't for its abolishment, you should just be thrown into a fucking re-education camp. And if that re-education camp doesn't work, we're just offing you no more of your bloodline. You're an evil fuck. It is so obvious that you have no empathy or compassion for your fellow human, and you should just be removed from this earth.
The problem is it's not just one wacko anymore. It's picking up steam. You'd think like, okay, TikTok, Instagram, you're going to have nutcases, but it starts there, then they're 100 an hour later, then they're 500, and they're trying.
Why are they recording and posting this?
Because they feel they can get away with it, and they can't. And no one's going to pick these guys up. I mean, sure, they got Antifa Kyle recently, but I mean, he's the first one that basically said, we're done talking. It's like, well, you guys were never talking, and now we got to take action. I mean,
it's to create fear and paranoia. I don't mean that's what it is. It's the same thing that they did with George Floyd.
Yeah,
and I thought Trump had learned his lesson because you have to stomp on communists. You cannot allow this. They built it up. People were scared to death. And you stop thinking. People are like, I just don't want to deal with it. Here's a problem. Here's a problem. If I get rid of him, they go.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Ever since like late 2017, I've been taking the Antifa thing very serious. And for a while, a very extended period of time, I was buying magazines for my AR and ammo. And I have quite a supply. I'm not going to say how much, but just in case things escalated to this point.
It's insane.
And here we are. And it's like, I don't want a revolution in this country. This very much kind of echoes what happened with Mao's, color guard in the 50s. And it's not as organized as it was then. And the thing that these people don't understand is that things got so bad with the color revolution that Mao had to use the military to put an end to it. That's the thing that is so frightening because the fervor with these people was so insane. He used the military to get rid of them.
Again, but you know what's funny about that comics? If they had read one history book, they would understand that the people who lead the revolution, who are part of it, not the leaders, they're the first ones
they get purged.
Who put up against the wall because they're the first ones who eventually realize, oh my God, paradise that I fought for is not this. This is just lords and serfs under a different name. And they become the biggest rebels. Stalin learned it. Pol Pot learned it with the Khmer-Rouge. The first people they got rid of were the people who helped get them there. He's like, yeah, over there. Please go dig a hole. Oh, yeah. It's not for your enemies, by the way.
Yeah, it's for you. Yeah.
There is another example. Did you know what it is?
Which one?
Shah of Iran.
Oh, yeah.
Shah of Iran, as we're watching.
Thank you, Jimmy Carter, for royally screwing that up.
Only one celebrity has come out and keeps talking about it. Y'all are going to be shocked. since you brought it up, I'm going to share it. It's I couldn't believe it. The one celebrity who calls out, he's like, can somebody please
I think it was Charo.
No, unfortunately. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? No, he is.
I miss saner days at this point.
You and me both.
Really
brother.
do.
You and me both. Here
I hate the fact that, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this country survives another 10 years at this point. I really don't.
Not with the way these are. I believe we will survive, but we just have to get enough people to wake up. I'm not that kind of black pill. Eric Roberts keeps coming out and trying to wake people up about, hey, Iran is here.
The massacre that has taken place in Iran is beyond comprehension, truly unimaginable. Young, beautiful girls and boys, educated and innocent, are being shot in the streets for one simple reason: their God-given right to freedom. For the past 47 years, the current regime in Iran has destroyed a beautiful country with one of the world's most ancient and richest histories. The people of Iran are the complete opposite of their government. They are loving, polite, educated, and hospitable to people from all over the world, especially the American people. You must be their voice. As their internet has been shut down for almost a month, through darkness and silence, the people of Iran are pleading for help from the international community to stop the continued killing of innocent civilians carried out in the most brutal ways imaginable, reminiscent of humanity's darkest chapters.
What do y'all think of that? I mean, I kind of I missed Eric Roberts. I was like, damn.
The people who would normally support that position aren't going to, because it's Trump. Trump is the hatred towards Trump in amongst a large group of people in your country is Canada too. I mean, we've got Trump's derangement syndrome up here, up the Yahoo. I mean, and I keep telling people, not our country, not our president.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I know about the tariffs and things like that, but we should have spent more time building our industry as opposed to not building the industry. But again, you know, again, just the mere fact that Trump is leading the way in potentially, hopefully, freeing the people of Iran from this theocracy, and the fact that Israel is involved too. There's a double threat of. We're not going to, there's no buttons we're going to wear to support that.
Yeah. Is it just me, or I know this is going on because I've heard like a few people talk about it, but I'm not seeing anything on social media talking about it. I haven't really seen any news articles talking about it. It just seems like it's happening, but it feels like it's being largely ignored by the media.
Completely. Memory.
I'm on Ground News. I read Ground News.
That's good.
That's where I'm getting my news from both sides.
Yeah, as you should.
Always read both sides. That's how you find out where the truth is.
Truth is in the middle, usually.
I think we need a little palate cleanser. We're going to play a couple of trailers. Here is the Michael Jackson trailer that was asked for earlier.
And the young kid, too. They picked a great young kid.
Yeah, they did.
That's what people want.
Wow, that's impressive.
Do you remember how big Thriller was?
Oh yeah, I remember the countdown. Yeah, I watched it live when they aired it.
I'm going to tell you a secret now. Nobody knows this. My mom bought me the Thriller jacket. She did.
Oh,
she
jacket?
She bought me that red Thriller jacket when I went.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to school and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" All the kids. What is the matter with you? Yeah, I love Michael.
Dude, everybody was wearing parachute pants and shit like that back then.
I know, but you gotta fit it. It's like when I watched Miami Vice, I got a Miami Vice suit. My uncle looks at me, he's like, "You look like a fucking ice cream salesman in that white shirt. What are you doing?" He goes, "You're like Jewish Greek. You're not Don Johnson, asshole." It didn't go. So yeah, but I loved Michael Jackson back then.
Singing, but he certainly has the talking.
Yeah.
The talking vocal style down.
Well, the
I'm
thing
excited
I
about
find so
this
funny, I am too. That looks amazing. The funny thing about it is that they want to talk about how racist a country America is and how much we hate black people. It's like, come on, like Michael Jordan was America's basketball player. You know, you had Whitney Houston was America's darling, even though that was all fabricated. And then, you know, Michael Jackson was probably the biggest pop star in the United States. And all these individuals were black.
Oh, that's right. Damn. I should have.
What about Obama?
Place.
Come on, they voted for Obama twice. America voted for Obama twice. That whole racism thing is bullshit. You have good
that's
people.
Always follow the money.
Yeah, always. Follow.
There's a racism industry.
Oh, absolutely, there is.
I just always follow the money.
Yeah.
So
here is the Hail Mary trailer.
Ah, yes.
This movie looks good.
They're showing me too much of it in the trailer, though, I feel.
But they show a lot. Don't you see that in every trailer?
Is this a new trailer or is this the one that came out?
This is the one that came out 3 hours ago or 2 hours?
They have too much in this trailer.
Yeah, I don't want all this stuff.
Yeah. But it looks really good.
Oh, The Martian was fantastic. That was
it was
really good movie.
Yeah. It's a shame I didn't see it in theaters, but yeah, this is definitely a movie I want to see in the theater.
Most definitely. I read the book.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see it. And I think the last trailer we have is the Supergirl trailer, because someone had mentioned this.
Another one?
Yeah, it just came out. They're doing that whole Super Bowl. Where'd you go? Here it is.
Oh, there'll be big trailers on today's Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep.
Do y'all have something like that in Canada, equivalent?
Well, we have we have our own football team. We have the Canadian Football League, CFL.
I know y'all do, but I've never known if y'all had a version of your own Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, which sport? I mean, hockey, obviously the Stanley Cup is.
Yeah, of course.
It's a big deal up here.
Does everybody watch it? Do they? How do I say?
It depends. If we don't have a Canadian team in the thing, or we don't like the American teams that ended up, we won't watch it.
Gotcha.
Oh no, we like hockey. We like our hockey.
Yeah, I love hockey.
The Grey Cup. It is a terrible line. Very nihilistic.
It is. Yeah. And
I do not think this is.
I also hate the fact that they're adapting Tom King.
Yes,
Fuck that guy.
Horrible. But we also have the same thing with. Well, let me finish this. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do well, especially after Netflix. Ted Sarandos was in.
Oh no, the public didn't watch that. That'll have no effect.
No, I'm talking about the way that he admitted basically Superman was a flop.
Yeah,
in his congressional hearing. That's what I found funny. But of course, there was a congressman, a senator, I think they were bashing him like, why do you want us to move forward with this? You were promoting woke content.
Oh, yeah,
and they were quoting him. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never wrote that. We never wrote. He's like, shall we read another quote? Shall we read another? It's like, dude, you're denying all of this. He's like, we're not political.
Like, oh yeah, my ass. You're right. It's what happened in those hearings is not going to impact the movie. The movie's just simply not going to do well as a result of what's been going on with Warner Brothers at this point. I like James Gunn, I really do. I love Super, but he, in my opinion, is not the right person to direct Superman. Mainly because I just don't think he gets the character, and I think he's a great director. Maybe him being in charge of DC is fine, but he needs to get people that understand these characters to be the directors of these movies and write these scripts. I don't think that they need to be the biggest fans, but they need to understand the characters and at the very minimum, not hate them.
Yes, not hate them would be a good start.
Yeah. And again, I didn't like the Superman movie, but I didn't hate it. I liked the actors that they got involved. I mean, I thought Corn Sweat was a great Superman.
Oh,
At
yeah,
least he
I
has the
agree.
potential to be with the appropriate writer.
Yeah.
I just don't think that writer's James Gunn.
No, I don't. And now he's going to be directing, by what I understand, the Batman one. Not Batman. The
Brave and the Bold. Yeah.
I think Supergirl might actually do better than Superman. And here's my law. Yes.
Okay.
So no one cares about Supergirl.
True.
That's
a fair point.
He can actually pull in his Guardians of the Galaxy shtick full blown into this without worrying about anybody going, oh my God, this is two Guardians, like they did with Superman. Right. Superman with all the extra superheroes that were floating around, and then the Green Kid, and Lex was actually not a particularly good bad guy, to tell you the truth, and in my opinion. And so I think he is more unshackled with Supergirl, and if it ends up feeling like Guardians, no, people are going to be happy about that. No one is going to go, oh, that's not the Supergirl I know, because no one gives a shit about Supergirl.
Yeah, you are correct.
That's my thought. My theory.
I like that. I can see that
it actually be more popular because people have less expectations of what it should be. I didn't like Superman.
I liked Corn Sweat as Superman. I didn't like the writing.
I thought the story was dumb.
I like Brosnahan. She's hot, but
I didn't like Lex at all.
Lex was terrible.
Come on, to me, Gene Hackman is Lex, and then you had the Smallville Lex was actually better than him, and Kevin Spacey. This one was.
I think it's just a writing thing, and there was some dumb stuff too. We're going to put the secret base in New Jersey where you can't see it.
I know.
What? It's just over there. I can see the tents. It's like there. That's the secret. There's the secret base. So
I did like Mr. Fantastic.
Oh no, he was great.
I liked him a lot. I didn't like Mr. Terrific. I'm not a big DC guy outside of the Trinity, but the whole thing about what was it, F1, B2? I'm like, well, when he was giving out.
We don't have to relitigate Superman.
It bugged me. Speaking of something that isn't good,
but yeah. So there's my thought. My thought is that it could actually do
well. Okay.
I hated the second season of Peacemaker. I was really mad about that.
Oh God.
He set up the show. It was, how hard was it? A bunch of misfits get told by their bosses to go to a stupid, impossible, this is going to kill you mission. Yeah. And then somehow, through their own ignorance, ineptitude, they win. That's the show. You don't have to do anything else. Send our favorite group of people that you really made us love in the first series. Send them on impossible mission. Somehow they succeed. There you go. Okay.
Speaking of one of James Gunn's, I think better superhero films is The Suicide Squad. Now that movie got lot of shit. I liked it. Very much a comic book movie. And that is the appropriate material for him to be a director on.
Yeah.
I liked Stallone's King Shark. Idris Elba. All of it.
I loved it.
Very good.
It was great.
I love that movie. I agree with you. We're in agreement.
Yeah.
Well, we're all simpatical. I didn't like the way that Peacemaker season 2 started off with the whole orgy thing, and then the story.
They lost the plot completely. It was stupid.
But here we also have I can't even believe this happened. My younger self would not believe that this is possible. Starfleet. The way this is from Verbal Riot's timeline.
Yeah.
There's a Klingon
wearing a dress, dancing with the dude.
Yeah, with someone being jealous.
I know. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, and then here's another scene.
They just have nothing in the tank. They don't know how to write anything meaningful.
No, I swear they just don't give a shit.
No, it's because they hate Star Trek.
Quickly.
Eat glass, bro. You leave.
I concur with Zola. Eat glass.
This is very dramatic, and I'm sure has deep meaning for you all. But I have other customers trying to enjoy the bar. So let's have a shot and play nice.
In the future, wouldn't they? I'm going to get in trouble for saying it, so I won't.
Go ahead.
No. Not have an issue with things like that?
No. I
okay.
I have gay family members. I don't want to do the joke.
No problem. So here's the image.
I bailed on a joke.
Can't believe I ever thought to see the day. Can y'all believe that? The greatest comedian of all time.
Thank you. No.
Here he is. This is your Klingon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Going to.
I love how they had to fall asleep deep in his voice, because if you actually hear this actor speak, you're like, why is this man a Klingon?
He's on his way to Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the women who caused a ruckus this week at that yoga studio. Did y'all hear about that?
Oh, no. I did a video on it.
Oh, I have to see it. I didn't see that. Okay.
Well, it's a whole bunch of women who complained that they took the no ice sign down, and all these women with yoga mats and branded water bottles harassed the help. Like, what is it with women? Why is it women who go, okay, that's not the president of the company. They really can't do anything, but I'm going to harass the shit out of these poor minimum wage earners.
Well, let's be honest. Woke white women will be the downfall of the West.
Yes.
That's just the reality.
I think I saw you post that on X.
Probably,
yeah, it's watch. Is it Heather James? Heather, I'll find it. You have to. I'll tell you about it. Heather. Okay, you keep talking.
Okay. We have Baldur's Gate. Anybody play Baldur's Gate ever?
I have. I'm a diehard fan of Baldur's Gate.
How big of a Baldur's Gate fan are you?
Well, I played the original 2 before 3 came out.
Okay, so you're a Baldur's Gate. Well,
yeah.
HBO
I own multiple copies. my original CD versions, as well as the ones for PC, as well as tablet. So.
Well, HBO is not happy with just screwing up Harry Potter, which I don't know if you've heard. Everybody, they're doing the Harry Potter series, which is coming out, and they put out that little teaser, which was nothing. On a side note, how we lead into Baldur's Gate. So leaks have been coming out that the whole point of the series is okay, you don't have enough time in the movie to do each book. So each season will be the whole book. So they'll cover everything.
Makes sense. Right.
No, they're now saying we're not only going to cover what's in the book, we're going to cover all the material that's outside of the book to expand each character. Which, you know what that means. There's already
you know that J.K. Rowling has no involvement with this, right?
I know, but the point is that they're saying, like Voldemort, there's still that rumor going on. It's going to be a woman.
I've heard that.
A
lot of people are like, no, that's not going to happen. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
Current year, buddy.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. So HBO made an announcement. Here it is. That they're now in pre-production for, get up here, Baldur's Gate series. It's going to continue after Baldur's Gate 3, and they're getting the Last of Us co-creator to do it.
I like The Last of Us.
I didn't like the game. I didn't really like it.
The first disc was fantastic. It's the
first one. I didn't like the second one. No.
But I don't know whether and the second show also died. But Craig was involved with Chernobyl.
Really?
Mythic Quest. Those are all really good products.
I like Chernobyl.
And a lot of the reason why I would say Last of Us was bad is probably not because of him. Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Oh,
I would say probably a lot of it has to do with Neil Druckmann.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't throw it on him.
The game was such an abomination. So I've been told. I never
Why
played.
Would you kill your lead character like it's Game of Thrones and just
because it's easy. If you listen to Neil Fuckman, that's why I call him, speak, you will know exactly why. I mean, he very much is a male feminist, and a lot of the stuff that kind of like directed, because his like initial idea behind what was going to happen with Last of Us is that only women were going to be the ones that were infected. But Anita Sarkeesian basically told him, no, that would be very sexist of you to do that. So he changed it. So he's
Sarkeesian is someone you need to listen to.
Yes, exactly. If you don't, she'll ruin your video game. Oh wait, no. If you listen to her, she'll ruin your video game. So yeah, it's they wanted to eliminate Joel as the strong male character and have it be about two women. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that I think has obviously aged poorly. They obviously changed Abby from the game of being this very butch woman to actually looking like a female in the show. But they kept the major mistake, which was killing Joel off.
I thought they would change that because they always change everything from canon when they go to a television series, but no, not that one.
So
before we get to
it is. I don't know if the show will be good.
I don't trust anybody anymore. I loved what HBO Max did with the Penguin. I enjoyed it. Love the hell out of it, but I was like, that was a fluke.
I mean, as being a D&D player, I don't play D&D anymore. I moved on to different role-playing games, but D&D definitely has a very special place in my heart. And as much as I like the previous D&D movie, it's not the movie I would have made. And a lot of the issues I have when people go and adapt the source material is they don't take it seriously and they treat it more like a joke than anything else. And that's ultimately my problem with the previous thing. I have a lot of issues with Forgotten Realms now because they've changed the flavor and made it more kind of Renaissance rather than medieval. Okay. And so I don't like the time jump that they've done. I like Ed Greenwood's older material of the Forgotten Realms when it was more medieval fantasy. And now it's different. And I just don't like the aesthetic that they've gone with, this more kind of like Renaissance style of the Forgotten Realms.
I just don't like how in North America they just feel they've got to change things because they're embarrassed by our youthful adventures. And I posted something on X that got a lot of traffic. Was I love how stupid Kamen Rider has been. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Its entire life, and the musicals they have, and they have the actors dressing up as Kamen Rider, and I mean it's like Power Rangers but dumber. And he's on a motorcycle.
You're the motorcycle guy with the bug eyes.
Yeah, with the bug eyes.
Oh yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about now.
And they don't fuck with it. They embrace and enjoy the fact that it's for kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And they love the dumb toys. And every season they come up with new shit to put on the motorcycle so they can sell more shit to kids.
Right.
And here we need to somehow retrofit everything and give it meaning. And
why do you think that is?
And He-Man, who I'm not a fan of He-Man, and I'm not necessarily saying you do it seriously, but if you give it the Japanese treatment where they know where it came from and you keep it in that lane, it's going to be successful as opposed to this winking thing. I just recently read, and I didn't realize this, that Ghostbusters 2016 was actually supposed to be a parody of Ghostbusters. And now when I run the movie through my head, I kind of get it. But that was their intent. But it failed because they shat on Ghostbusters. That's actually why. So a parody of Ghostbusters, anyway, I don't want to get into that horrible movie, but they got to stop doing parodies of these things.
Yeah.
And just do them straight up. And I think you're going to have a more successful show, which is what I love about the Japanese.
Well, because they have fun and they are able to make something that engages and entertains their audience. They know their audience. They know their material.
Right. And actors want to be in the Power Rangers outfit. It isn't like, oh God, okay, it's my gig. I'm going to audition for it. And fuck, I'm going to be in a Power Rangers outfit. Oh no. They become heroes. The actors who are playing in these costumes are well known across Japan.
Now, for me, He-Man I was at the appropriate age when He-Man came out, right? In 82. And I'm not an expert. I loved the toys. I loved the cartoon. but and I've also watched the documentary, The Toys That Made Us, that talks about the development of He-Man. And it's very, very interesting learning about that, because like originally when He-Man came out, I mean, they had these little comic books that were in it, and initially they were wanting to do Conan, and that fell through, and they reused the models to create He-Man. And it was more kind of that kind of like barbarian fantasy kind of thing. And they had like they had no lore yet. Really, the lore came with the cartoon in a lot of ways, but they had these little comic strips trying to explain the world and He-Man and whatnot, and the Sword of Power and Grayskull and all the stuff. But eventually that kind of got swept aside a little bit, and the He-Man cartoon kind of took over, and that's where you get the lore that we have now. Because initially Prince Adam was never a thing, right? That was all the cartoon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, yeah. Initially, it was like, I want to say like 10 figures that came out initially. It was He-Man, Skeletor, Tila, Man-at-Arms, Beastman. I'm going to say Aquaman. That's not right. It's the fish guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the fish guy. And a few other villains as well. And of course, they continued to add to the line. And, Prince Adam came with the cartoon and whatnot. And of course, they just reused the model and put clothing on them rather than. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, it's very interesting. And, of course, we love making fun of He-Man, saying it's 80s gay,
I liked He-Man a little bit, but I always liked Thundar the Barbarian.
The Thundar was great. Yeah, that was like 70s or was it 60s?
No, I wasn't born in the 60s. I saw it.
No. It's like, because a lot of this stuff was reruns. I think Thundar might have been.
I have no idea. But you were talking about earlier about the Japanese way, where you have Henry Cavill in the Voltron movie. We're supposed to get it out now soon.
No, it could be interesting.
Yeah. I saw a poster for it. Thundar was the 80s. Thank you, Man of War.
Okay.
And we have as well this new Guy Ritchie series, which I love Guy Ritchie, so I'm looking forward to it. This was put out this week. I should have stopped it earlier because we'll have to cut it out later, but he remembers how to have fun.
Yeah. I love Guy Ritchie films.
I like, ever since Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, I was hooked on Guy Ritchie. And then Snatch.
Snatch is a great movie too.
God, Brad Pitt's rolling, that still gets me rolling.
So good.
With that, what is it, pikey talk, whatever he does.
You needed subtitles.
Like Dags. Yeah.
Dags. Yeah. God, I love that.
Dogs. Now that he did the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr., so I'm assuming it's going to be the same universe or whatnot.
But it's young. It's the Spielberg series.
Yeah, that was a good. Spielberg did that. Was it Spielberg or Lucas who did the movie?
No, I think it was Spielberg. Well, it was the series, the TV series, Young Sherlock.
I know, but there was a movie.
No, it's Young Indiana Jones.
Young Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confusing the two.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was a great series too.
But it was a great movie. Which one are we talking about?
Marty Feldman did a Young Sherlock or something.
This is the Young Sherlock I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. So Paul was referring to Young Indiana Jones that came out. And it was like the 80s, early 90s.
Gotcha.
Sorry, that's what I was referring to.
No problem. Yeah, Young Sherlock was a movie I saw. No, not that one.
Who was in it?
That's
You're looking it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up
as we speak. If only we had something called the internet.
Yeah, it was
the Intertubes
with Nicholas Rowe. He played Sherlock Holmes. It was that.
So this is a series. Well, it's a good. And is it his chum? Is it?
There it is. That was the original movie. It was.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Who directed it?
It's like
Barry Levinson.
Oh, he's good.
It was a good, enjoyable film. I still watch it every once in a while. It was a fun film. What else did I have before we wrap up? Yeah, Guy Ritchie. If you haven't seen The Gentleman, also great.
But is the kid Watson? I didn't pick it up.
Oh, it was Moriarty.
It was Moriarty.
That's what I didn't get. Yeah.
So the idea is that they're going to have a falling out.
Yeah,
and that makes perfect sense. That's fun. I think that's a terrific arc. Yeah. Because Moriarty is as smart as Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, if they have a falling out, that's sort of like Magneto and
Professor X, yeah.
Dr. I mean, those are good things. I mean,
yeah.
Which is funny. Which is funny. They had a clip of Magneto of oh my god of
Ian Keller.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, yeah.
Ian McKellen, and he accidentally let it slip about his what he did in the Doomsday picture. I think it is.
They kill him off.
No, he was like, well, I think he's destroyed like New York or some city. He says accidentally. He's like, oh, am I supposed to say that? And he was just like, oh, I forgot. But it was pretty funny. Okay, 2 more things, and then we are out of here.
Well, I want you to play this clip that I've got at some point.
This one?
Oh, yeah, that one.
I was waiting for it.
Okay, let's see if you can hear this.
It's very low.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's low. How do I get this?
The volume.
The upper left looks like there's volume right there.
That's
yeah.
I can give you a little more.
Okay.
All right.
The wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And, the doctor said to me, you won't hear this from any 1935 comic. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional.
Okay.
You go in there and you have oral with her. I said, he says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there. I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh, caught me off guard. Oh God, I love Norm Macdonald.
Oh man, and
Lost the legend.
that's not a typical Norm Macdonald joke. That's because it's straightforward. Like there's no detour there.
No,
Yeah.
I was.
Oh man, even my wife was howling with laughter. Well, hopefully we've left your viewers with a good laugh.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was okay. That's a great place. We're just gonna read some super chats so they can go out on a high.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Tickle Drunk for $2 Canadian. Paul was debriefed like a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's a debrief. That's the word. I was debriefed.
Eric K for $2. Make sanatoriums great again. Hell yeah.
Indeed.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely. Narrow boating with Nige. Remember for 19 months. Hey, George. Thanks for popping by today. Yeah, I love the video. I always love watching Nige's videos. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good Range gifted 5 Georgia Giant Slayer memberships. Thank you. Well, I love it. Thank you. I hope everybody goes and thanks. Good Range. Rod Thunderheart is back.
Wow, you are very generous.
He is.
Indeed.
All in the name of Rod.
He's
Local
clearly
law-
taken his mother's credit card.
Local law enforcement. Paul Chato is 100% on comics. Freudian slim. Incidentally,
investments.
Investments. Isn't that what I said? Investments. Incidentally, I market my shirt, The Man, the Legend, too, with my book. Paul's shirt already saved, white or black. Paul, George, comics. Hell yeah. Love a shirt.
Yeah.
Book. I have promoted your book. We'll continue promoting your book. I have, think it's awesome.
Litchfield. The Litchfield Park in upstate New York.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Rod Thunderheart is a legend. Thank you, Rod.
Good guy.
Achilles Jones for 20 euros. This reminds me of Yuri Bezmenov description of the 4 phases and ideological subversion of a nation by
Yes.
Marxists. Yep. 1, demoralization. 2, destabilization. 3, The Crisis, 4, Normalization. Charlie Kirk stopped it for a season. He did. And now we have Candace Nutcase Owens, by the way, who keeps losing. Yesterday, we found out she was a witch. No, she put a video up and she's starting talking about, Charlie Kirk and I had in common that he could astrally project, just like I could astrally project, just like he went to Xavier's school, because she keeps trying to compare the school that she was invited to test for, like Charlie went to, was like Xavier's school for gifted. I'm like, it's a comic book lady.
Tucker,
why moms don't know
out
this
of his
though.
mind. I mean,
yeah. Wow. Thank you for that, Achilles Jones. Always on target. John Gacoza, great to see you, my good friend, for $5. Hail George. Yeah, he's a great photographer. Brilliant photographer. You ever need a photographer? He is a maestro. I tried to say master and maestro at the same time. He came out Meister. No, Maestro. Hail George, loving Night of Seven Kings. I just started watching it last night. I was pissed because I'm like, let's go to the battle. And what the hell? It's like next Sunday. But yeah.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is great.
It is.
Because it's a classic network TV show. You've got your main characters. You see them every single week. They have a very clear perspective. You're not surrounding them with 37 different factions that you have to make a chart just to follow. You love the two of them, and they're not only is there a cliffhanger at each show, there's actually a story that concludes. He's got to get his armor. He needs to pick up his shield. He needs to convince a nobleman to sponsor him.
Yes.
Those things get solved
quickly.
Each show, each one of those shows. And then it has the cliffhanger also. And this is standard network TV.
You know what caught me,
It's
Paul?
as if it actually worked.
At one time, yeah. You're the guy who, in the end, when he's like, are there any fighters? And that one guy stands up and you're like, yes. And then he farts. And I'm like, what the fuck was that?
That was a nice little.
It was just a twist. It
was nice. And and then the ending of that, I won't give it away. And the ending of the previous one, who Egg turned out to be, that was a shot.
Yeah. It was really good. I can't stand the son who broke.
No, but you're supposed to not stand.
No, he was good.
He's a villain.
He made me not like him. I was like, I like this much better than how.
Start singing "Nice Day for a White Wedding." He looks like the Idol.
Now that you mention it, I see it.
Yeah,
he does.
It's great. It is, but it's clean, and you've got the two of them talking, and they're talking about their goals and what they want to do, not who they are. I mean, and they don't reveal the subtext. They fight tooth and nail to not. Dunk does not want to tell Egg that he likes him.
Yeah.
I'll slap you with the back of my hand if I have to, and but he likes.
You'll eat my fist.
And the
clock
dialogue is so period. I'm not an expert in dialogue of the era, but it makes me feel like it. I mean, I actually had to turn subtitles on because I went, okay, I'm missing stuff
context,
because the vernacular felt very much of the time, and it helped me, my immersion. And I love Dunk and Egg. I mean,
oh yeah, Dunk and Egg are great. I did one thing wrong with that. I didn't watch it first before I recommended it. I was like, I'm about to watch it. So I told somebody in my family, you should watch it too. And I got a call about 7 minutes into it, the first episode. She's like, what did you recommend for me to watch? There's a man bending over and shitting out of her. I'm like,
explosive diarrhea.
I know. I was like, I
kind of annoyed me a little bit, but it's like, okay.
Out of the blue.
It's better than brother and sister fucking and then pushing a child out of a parapet.
It is. But
if I have to choose,
I hadn't watched it yet, but now that I've seen it, I'm gonna say I like it better than House of Dragons. I do. I enjoy it. I'm having a good time. I don't know
House
why.
of Dragons, you got to keep track of all these people, and here this is TV. This is Xena Warrior with her girlfriend. This is kung fu. This is TV, small screen, make my life easy. The
director said he has a plan. They're planning to go for 5 seasons, which I think he says is 1 or 2 past the books. But he says his ultimate dream, what he would like to do, he doesn't know if HBO would ever approve or the actors, is he would like to keep the same actors. And he goes, we finished the books where Egg is young. I forgot if he said if it's 1 or 2 novellas. He goes, then we come back when he's a teen and still traveling with him in 5 years.
Sure.
And then when he's king in 15 or 20 years, he wants to do it basically throughout their life as they age, not CGI or AI. And he hasn't been able to convince us at HBO yet, but he says he's trying. Thank you for that, John Kokoza. Reward for enduring the slops of Ring of Power. And yeah, Witcher. John Kokoza for another $5. George, just finished my 3rd run through Baldur's Gate 1 and expansions.
Nice.
BT2 and expansions in Icewind Dale. Absolutely love the Baldur's Gate universe.
Icewind Dale is also a great game series. George, unfortunately, dude, I'm gonna have to drop. I'm
No
being
problem.
summoned, so I need to go.
No problem. We're done.
Paul, it's good
Thank
seeing you, man.
Nice seeing you too. We should all shut this party out down. Anyway.
We are just reading them and we're out of here.
So thanks for having me on, George. I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you,
Take
brother.
care.
Appreciate it.
I'll
Always
stick it out to the end, George.
I appreciate it, Paul. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. That's cool. Well, they're going to make a series about it now. Thank you for that, John. And we got Shinatsky for $2. BG3 wants no TV show. BG3 needs no TV show. I hear you. Yeah, but we're getting it. Blitzen for $5. Demon Dogs. George was a Thundar fan. Hell yeah. Love Thundar the Barbarian. Little sword. Yeah. Steel Leg of History member for 25 months. Brady George just hit 894 subs. Be blessed. Be blessed to you, my fam. Please go check him out. Steel Leg of History's got a great gaming channel. He has a lot of fun. Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle is back for $5. Quick note for Paul. Although I love the show, I did agree with your analysis of Serenity.
Oh,
have you?
I got a lot of heat for that.
Well, what'd you
Thank
say?
you.
I haven't seen that one.
Firefly.
I love Firefly. You didn't like it?
That's not what I said. I did a green light, yes, no.
Okay.
On the pilot.
Oh,
and I said no,
Okay.
based on
The
my
pilot.
rules that
Gotcha.
I follow.
Makes sense.
And other reasons, partly due to budget. I thought this was a very expensive show. The first show does really not pull off what it needed to pull off, I felt.
Gotcha.
And that was it. I didn't say the rest of the, and I am going to do a green light or not on Babylon 5. I've watched the first show a few times now. And I mean, I know the series. So.
It's always hard for me with Babylon 5. I struggle through the first season. I do.
I liked it even more the second time I watched the first season.
Okay.
I know you meant Firefly. I know what you meant. Yep.
Thank you, Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle. And we got John Wayne for $5. Hey, George, please check out the amazing music video, A Million Amelias. I love Amelia. Much eyebrows, the biggest backfired UK government propaganda ever. Yes, I did an Amelia video a couple of weeks back. You can check it out. It is brilliant. Love Amelia. Thank you. That is it. We had a great show again. Comics, Paul, brilliant. Verbal and DA will be back here next week. And I love these guys. All right, Paul, what you want to share with everybody?
We'll see. I'm going to actually, one of the things I have queued up is the green light or not for Babylon 5. So we'll hopefully, and I'm going to be working on fall preview TV guide 1990. So stay tuned for that and have fun, kids.
Oh, beautiful. All right, everybody. Thank you for all your support. Please thank our incredible moderators, Lord Thoth, Istophobos, Mr. Brown's Alliance, Eric K., King of the Mods. All beautiful human beings who volunteer here. Love it. And we also got Fletcher in the back.
Hi, Fletcher.
I wish you all a beautiful weekend. And thank you. Thank you for all the support. We're getting closer. I'm going to get out to Minnesota one of these days and report for you. Till then, go raid Mr. Brown's Alliance and say Slayer sent you. Love you all. Always forward.